So welcome to our podcast, Sarathi. So my name is Mehek, and today we have Dhanya with us. So Dhanya has her own podcast wherein she talks about different academic and career options available, in India. So today we are in conversation with her, and my focus with her today would be about career options for older people in India, specific to older women. That if after a certain age, a woman wants to pursue a career, what are the options available for her? So welcome Dhanya, and thank you so much for being on our interview panel today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
All right. So, Dhanya, to begin with, can you tell me something about yourself and your podcast?
Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I have two different businesses. And as per my podcast, it is about education. I primarily focus on career regrets that we have. People are worried about not having careers they are passionate about, careers they would like to, move further with. I'm addressing that toxic cycle and inspiring people to take up more career options and, explore their career path.
Wonderful. So, as I mentioned, Sarathi talks about social issues, and, domestic violence is something that we're talking about on our podcast these days. So, focusing more on, women. My first question to you is, do you think there is gender segregation in career options available in India? So, do you think you see that, a certain career is for a specific gender?
Yes, there is gender segregation, but then it is closely connected to the stereotypes we have in mind. For example, engineering used to be a male dominated industry, but it is not so right now. The same is applicable with construction. And for example, we have aviation. People used to think women are only for cabin crew and being the hostess and being in the ticketing counter, but women are pilots now. So there are gender stereotypes, but then we are trying to break it. We are overcoming it. The same is applicable for men as well. People think fashion and teaching and beautician courses are only for women, but then men are also giving a shot in that.
Okay. So, I agree because we shared a post on our Instagram handle, Sarathi_podcast, few days back about a girl, who's in the construction line. So we kind of call her Bob the Builder of India. So you're right, women are breaking stereotypes, and that's amazing. All right, Dhanya. So, you mentioned that there are stereotypes around career, but I also want to ask you, is this just a stereotype, or truly there are some career options which are women friendly?
Yes, we do have some career options that are women friendly, like teaching, customer service, administration related jobs, especially considering all the restrictions. Like, for example, if a woman is pregnant, she might have to, reconsider her timings. When it comes to administration and customer service related jobs, people don't really think about the scope for improvement. Rather, they are continuing their career, and that is same is applicable for teaching as well. We do have leave options. The timing is flexible, that is primarily noted. And this is applicable for women who have not completed their degrees due to similar circumstances.
Right. I think I'll definitely align with you on teaching for the longest time. I remember as a kid, I would hear around me that, oh, the amount of leave that you get when you're a teacher or you're a professor, and, you come back home, early, it'll be so easy to, balance your family and personal life, professional life, sorry. So I do get it when you say that, actually some career options are on ground also considered women friendly. So, okay, tell me one more thing, which is a big concern for me. Like after a certain age, we think that there are no more career options available for men and women both in India. So, focusing on women, who might be stuck in a relationship which they want to get out of, but are not able to because they're not financially independent. So I want to ask you that, do we have academic courses only for younger age people in our country, or do we have options for older people too?
That is on a 50-50 ratio. We have a few entrance, like for UPSC, there is an upper age limit for 32, and to become a judge, there is an upper age limit of 35. And in the so-called fashion industry that is supposed to be women friendly, we have this NIFT entrance exam that has an upper age limit of 24 if you are in the general category, and there is only a 5-year relaxation if you are in the SC, and ST category.
Oh.
So there is an age issue.
So I didn't know that, I mean, especially the fashion industry. So I hope
Yes.
people from fashion industry, believe me, older people are very, very creative. They should be given an opportunity. I think it's time that, the stigma around older people not pursuing courses in India needs to be checked, universities and, academic courses need to be more open to the idea of having older people enrolled in their courses. So
yes,
definitely would want to put across, this message. So tell me one more thing, what are the career options available? So I understand there is restrictions, but what is available for older women, if after their 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, early 40s, they want to still pursue a career. So I'm not just talking about academic courses, but also vocation. So what options do exist for them in our country?
see, there is this common notion that if you're going to study after a particular age, the age is going to be a big barrier. But then we have exams like JEE, teacher eligibility test. All of that does not have any age barrier. Likewise, we have courses in open universities that do not have age barriers. And as for academic courses, if you're trying to pursue after a certain age, and you should not be afraid that your age would be a barrier, because we have courses in open universities, a lot of them. And as for vocational courses, you can try banking, finance, digital marketing, freelance recruiter, jewelry design, tourism. Take any industry. We have a lot of vocational courses you might want to consider. And if you have already completed your undergraduate, or if you do not have the time to invest in a complete undergraduate course, you can always opt for certificate, diploma, and postgraduate diploma courses.
Okay. So, I remember you telling me that, once that, for undergraduate courses, the upper age limit is 23, which kind of sounds shocking that if you're more than 23, you can't really pursue an undergraduate course. But, if that is true, my question is, someone doesn't have an undergraduate course, they have passed that age, can they still pursue these diplomas that you're talking about, these vocational courses? What is the eligibility for those courses?
Yes, for diploma, certificate, and postgraduate diploma courses, you don't really have this, age barrier. And if you are, if you would like more flexibility, open universities are at its best. Rather than, you can always have this distance education. And people have this common notion that compared to private institutes and universities, getting educated in an open university is not that valuable, but that's completely wrong. It's just as much valuable.
Okay, great. So tell me one more thing, how expensive these courses are in the open universities, and can you name some open university? I know about IGNOU, like that's very, very popular. So besides, what other open universities do we have, and how expensive these courses are for someone to pursue?
Okay, let's think about BSc psychology, or BA economics in any private college. It would cost a hefty amount, but let's say in Tamil Nadu Open University, one of the famous universities, the first semester fees would be around 2,000 rupees.
Okay, that's
Yeah, how well is that? We have
nice.
Ambedkar University, Tamil Nadu Open University, Indira Gandhi National Open University, Nalanda University. We have all these universities here in India.
And I think it's great to hear that you say that, this myth that, these courses are not valuable because these are from open universities is completely, a myth, and there's no truth to that. So great to hear that. So tell me one more thing, Nanya, so a lot of women, when we talk about, who are stuck in domestic violence, or, even if they're not, and they still want to pursue a career, and they are not able to move out of their home for, some personal reasons or their own circumstances. Are there career options available that can be pursued from home?
While tutoring would be the first option you would think of when it comes to work from home, we have a lot of other options people can try, like medical transcriptionist, any accounting related jobs. Virtual assistants are quite popular as of now. Voiceover acting, paralegal help. All of these can be done from home actually. Initially, you will have to analyze your skills. If you would like to have a little deviation from your current career, you can do that. If not, there are these general list of work from home jobs you can try, but there are plenty, that is to be remembered.
Right. So I think very recently I also heard of social media managers. I keep looking for social media managers for myself and my podcast too. So I think that's another work from home job that, people are really doing well in.
True, yeah.
Yeah. So, tell me one more thing. You said, Dhanya, that skill analysis is important. How does one analyze their skills? How does, if someone is alone at home and wants to analyze their skills to see what options are available, are there tools for that?
There are tools for that. You can take a few online tests. But as for me, I would prefer if you are able to connect to the nearest career counselor. People have this common notion that only if you're going to study abroad, getting jobs abroad, you would need counseling. It's very wrong. Career counselors, there are a lot of career counselors in India. You can consult with them if you need a small deviation from your current career, or if you would like to enter into a completely different industry. That's a nightmare. People are very scared about entering into a completely different industry, but counselors can help.
So, being a psychologist myself, I think I'll absolutely like to reiterate, in India, career options are ample. A career counselor can definitely help you identify your skills and put you across to the right career path. So do utilize this option of, seeing a career counselor if you are considering a change in your career, or, you're looking for a new career altogether. So, thank you so much, Dhanya, for sharing your knowledge, sharing your expertise. So any last message you want to give to our audience before, we say goodbye?
Yes, I would like all Sarthi audience to know that there is no end point for career. You can start at any age, at any point in time. If you have specifically gone through something traumatic, focusing on your career could be the best solution you're looking for. And you shouldn't be scared about choosing different industries or the gender stereotypes around you. It's time you start the business you've been thinking about, join the course you've been wanting to pursue. I think it's time.
So yeah, I agree with Dhanya. It's time, we all who have been thinking, who've been second guessing ourselves, who've been just, contemplating, it's time to take that leap of faith. Okay. There's enough available for all of us out there. And I think all that's required is something, where we just start with. So wishing all my audience, best of luck in all their endeavors, and you, Dhanya. And at the end note, if you have any questions regarding career options, you can ping us on our Instagram handle, Sarathi_podcast, and we will be happy to answer all your questions. And if need be, we can have another session with Dhanya where we would answer all the queries or questions that you have regarding career options. So thank you so much, Dhanya, for being with us today.
It's been great. Thank you.